If you're eager to explore savvy investment opportunities in the year ahead, you're in for a treat. Did you ever imagine that watches could be a lucrative investment? Well, we're here to tell you that they absolutely can be, especially when it comes to Rolex. Fear not, we'll be your trusty GPS on this financial adventure, steering you towards the shiniest gems for your investment treasure chest. Before we dive into the exciting world of investment watches, let's set the stage and clarify what we mean by an investment watch. This isn't some scheme promising instant wealth, far from it actually. In this video, we're going to discuss Rolex watches, specifically those that have been discontinued or are poised to become pricier if you postpone your purchase. So no more dilly-dallying, let's jump into the sweetest Rolex investments of 2024. Rolex Submarina. In the world of luxury timepieces, the Rolex Submariner stands out as a true blue-chip investment. Now let's hop into our time machine and zoom back to 2020, a year that rocked the boat in the world of Rolex. They pulled a move by bidding adieu to all their 40mm Submariner models and rolling out a snazzy new lineup with 41mm cases. The new Submariners were all the rage on the market, demanding a premium, just like any hot-off-the-press stainless steel Rolex sports model. But here's where the investment plot thickens. The older Submariner models suddenly started looking like hidden gems. Enter the current reference, the 126610 LN. It's strikingly similar to its predecessor, the 116610 LN, with just a 1mm size difference and a few minor cosmetic tweaks. While it may not have the latest and greatest caliber of 32-35 movement, it still boasts impressive features like a Cerachrome ceramic bezel, that signature luminous blue chromalite lume, and a sturdy bracelet with a glide lock clasp. The icing on the cake. You can snag one of these older models for a few $1,000s less than the brand new version. But wait, there's more. The references 16610 and 14060, both sporting the classic 40mm cases and aluminum bezel inserts, are making waves as prime investment prospects in 2023. These bad boys not only won't break the bank, like some of their Submariner buddies, but they also stand as the last of the Mohicans with the classic watch proportions before we entered the age of supersized cases and maxi dials. And guess what's hot right now? Two-tone watches. If you've got your eye on a stainless steel and 18-karat yellow gold reference 16613, you'll be pleasantly surprised to find it's priced nearly the same as its all-steel counterpart. Rolex Oyster Perpetual. The Rolex Oyster Perpetual, a veteran in Rolex's family portrait, has been the rookie's choice for quite some time. It might not have always had the spotlight on it, but guess what? In 2020, it decided to do a little thunder stealing and stole the Submariner's shine. In that pivotal year, Rolex introduced a brand new 41mm Oyster Perpetual, replacing the largest model in the lineup. This revamp also brought in new movements and a stunning array of dial colors. Fast forward to today, and you'll find that the 41mm reference 124300 and the 36mm reference 126000, especially those flaunting vibrant dials, are changing hands for a pretty penny, fetching anywhere between 50 to 150% more than their original retail prices in the open market. Now, as we tiptoe into the start of 2024, the Oyster Perpetual 39 reference 114300, which has just bid its farewell, is doing the investment cha-cha in the financial world. Despite its relatively short production run from 2015 to 2020, and the fact that many collectors consider the 39mm case size as a sweet spot, its open market value has been steadily climbing. As of now, the Oyster Perpetual 36 models are like the rock stars of Rolex, demanding some pretty hefty ticket prices. But guess what? The previous 36mm gang just became the bargain bin bonanza for all you savvy collectors out there, and the timing couldn't be more perfect to jump on this ship. But before we delve deeper to other investment prospects, make sure you stay informed by subscribing for the latest updates. Now let's continue exploring these exciting opportunities. Rolex Explorer 2. The Rolex Explorer 2 made its grand entrance back in 1971, and this year marks its 52nd anniversary. It's the OG of Rolex's sports watch lineup, And to celebrate its 50th birthday, Rolex decided to shake things up. They reintroduced the classic 36mm size for the Explorer and even threw in a brand new two-tone model. So, the fresh-faced Rolex Explorer 2, nicknamed the reference 226570, is basically the younger sibling of the old-timer, but with a few nifty tricks up its sleeve, like a new movement and a snazzy makeover. Surprisingly, it's a better deal than the current production model, which fetches a heftier price tag in the open market. This means that the earlier reference 16570 now stands out even more because the new 226570 is more akin to its older sibling. The 16570 now Explorer 2 struts its stuff with a cute 40mm case, its very own GMT hand for that extra flair, and a bracelet that's basically the fashionista of the watch world. It's like the watch equivalent of a red carpet celebrity, winning hearts among collectors. So for those on the hunt for a slightly more compact Explorer 2, the older 40mm models, including the reference 16570 and 16550, are the top picks. It seems like the current collection is following the footsteps of its predecessor, the reference 216570. While many collectors are rejoicing over the return of the 36mm case size, there are some loyalists who find it a tad too small. They prefer the sweet spot size of the previous 39mm version, represented by the reference 214270. Interestingly, the prices haven't fully caught up to this unique size, so if you're looking to start your collection, now's the perfect time to snag one. Oh, and don't blink or you might miss it, but that reference 14270 is like the Cinderella of the watch world right now. Its popularity is skyrocketing, all thanks to those sassy 36mm Explorer watches hogging the spotlight, and it's turning into a real price-pumping pumpkin. Rolex GMT Master. Next up, we have the Rolex GMT Master, which are like the rock stars of the timepiece world. Sure, getting your hands on the newest stainless steel models at the regular price feels like winning the lottery, but today we're going on a wild adventure, chasing after the vintage and discontinued GMT Master models of 2024. These, my friends, are where some of the most enticing investment opportunities lie. Apparently, vintage Rolex watches often come with a hefty price tag, and the legendary reference 1675 GMT Master is no exception. However, the reference 16570 with its retro cool matching case and trusty acrylic crystal serves up a hearty helping of that vintage charm we all secretly adore. You can even stumble upon older versions with matte dials for that extra touch of vintage flair. The real kicker is that the reference 16750, sharing many qualities with the matte dial models, often comes at a significantly lower price point. In fact, you can often bag yourself a reference 16750 for a few grand less than those matte dial show-offs, and it's like getting a discount that's worth more than half off the price of the older models with their fancy gilt dials. And let's talk about the first two iterations of the GMT Master 2, the reference 16760, affectionately known as the Fat Lady, and the trusty reference 16710. These stunners are like the budget-friendly heroes of the GMT Master 2 lineup. Now, the 16760, as the first ever GMT Master 2, might sound like it's dressed to the nines, but it's only asking for a modest tip compared to its look-alike cousin, the reference 16710. Both versions embrace that classic style and case proportions that today's collectors are growing to love, making them quite the affordable options in the Rolex GMT Master 2 family. Now, shifting gears into the six-digit realm, say hello to the reference 116710LN, and this bad boy is almost as wallet-friendly as its five-digit buddies. It holds the distinction of being the first stainless steel Rolex watch with a ceramic bezel, and it's the only time we've seen that cool green color on a stainless steel Rolex GMT watch. Sure, it might not have that fancy split-color bezel insert that some people drool over, which is probably why it's like the unsung hero at the Rolex party. But because of its unique style and a big role in Rolex's Pilot's Watch saga, these prices won't be in limbo forever. Think of it as a golden ticket just begging for a ride on your wrist. Rolex Datejust. Before we can forget, let's have a chat about the Rolex Datejust, a true legend in the world of timepieces. So, when you conjure up the mental image of a timeless Rolex, odds are you're envisioning a Datejust. This timepiece proudly flaunts the crown of being Rolex's ultimate sales champ, and it's scored more admirers than a puppy in a pet store. Back in the 1980s, when demand for this beauty was through the roof, the 36mm stainless steel and yellow gold version became an iconic classic. It's the quintessential two-tone Rolex Datejust that's instantly recognizable, and I must say one of the most stunning timepieces in Rolex's entire lineup. Surprisingly, despite its fame and appeal, it remains quite affordable compared to some other Rolex models that have shot up in value. The good old two-tone Rolex Datejust, rocking that signature fluted bezel, has been the never-gets-old member of Rolex's family albums since, well, forever. Today you can find it in various configurations on the pre-owned market. Here's the interesting part. While the prices of almost every other Rolex model have been climbing steadily, the classic two-tone Datejust has emerged as an undervalued gem for those looking for a pre-owned Rolex. Its consistent availability has helped keep its prices in check. You can add one of these iconic Rolex designs to your collection for anywhere between $5,000 and $8,000 on the pre-owned market, which is only a modest premium over their stainless steel counterparts. Not only that, but you've got choices like the reference 1601 with its distinctive piepan dial and acrylic crystal, or the reference 16013 with its sleek flat dial and eye-catching crystal. Then there's the reference 16233, featuring a flat dial and a sturdy sapphire crystal. The world of Datejust watches is yours to explore, and it's a realm where classic elegance meets affordability. There you have it, a glimpse into the world of investment watches, with Rolex taking the spotlight. Which Rolex watch caught your eye as a potential investment in 2024? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this guide to investment watches valuable, don't forget to show your support by hitting that like button, leaving a comment with your thoughts, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful content on the world of horology. And if you're a watch enthusiast, be sure to explore our other watch-related videos. We've got a treasure trove of timepieces waiting for you. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of Rolex investments. Until next time, may your investments be as timeless and valuable as these exquisite timepieces. Happy watch collecting.